Okay, so take 3. I just had my 64 gigabyte memory card that I was saving all my phone stuff to just take a poop, and I can't do anything with it. I'm pretty upset. I was looking for a new phone mount last time I did a video, and I haven't been able to find one except for this GripGo thing, and it's terrible. I had to take my case completely apart and off in order to use it, and it's just terrible. I'm getting a neighbor. So, yeah, I still need to find a decent mount. Something that I can take to my new truck when I get one, hopefully soon. I'm on my way back to Wisconsin after I pick up this load here. So, yeah, so one of the last videos was about the OptiIdle thing, and somebody a friend of mine on Facebook said he'd never drive a truck that has OptiIdle. It's terrible, it's terrible. So, I know some of you guys that watch these are in the business, and maybe you can tell me what the big difference is between the OptiIdle and the APU. I mean, sometimes I'll be parking next to somebody, and you know, I know when they have an APU because it's a lot quieter and their truck isn't running, but is it? I don't understand how it really works. So maybe you can tell me. I had a really rough day yesterday. Getting into this consignee was like a nightmare. And these guys, well, first off, the very first thing that the guy in charge there was like, oh, you just sign a waiver and I'll back the truck in for you. You just sign a waiver saying I'm not responsible for any damage. And I was like, no. I can do it. The whole thing came up because I was like, well, do you have any tips? Because they were on, it was this really small driveway that you have to back into off of a two-way street with all these trucks parked out front, and it was just, it was on a corner too, so, you know, it was like, ugh. And of course, you know, I was the first person to be unloaded, so, you know, I had no way of watching anybody do it. And there was another guy there who was younger than me, and he was going to go next. So as soon as they were like, oh, you can go ahead and back into, you know, the first dock. So I go out there, and of course he's standing on the sidewalk, just more than willing to guide me. And that, I have a hard time being rude to people. I mean, I don't want to tell them to F off, but I mean, you clearly tell. I mean, this guy, he's not a trainer, he's just a driver. He has no idea what he's doing. He can't tell me how to do it. I don't even know if he can do it himself. And then the other guy comes out and he's like, oh, you gotta. Then another guy comes out, and he just stands out by my window whistling every time I put it in gear and turn the wheel. I mean, literally. No. I'm like, stop, leave me, no, stop. And he comes up to me and he's like, well, you, and I'm like, 3 times, you know, basically what he was trying to say is you don't trust anybody. And I'm like, I appreciate help, but you know what, if you get offended because I'm going to get out and make sure that, you know, I'm not hitting anything, or you're just going to stand out here and whistle at me every 5 seconds, you're killing me. Ugh. I was so frustrated and irritated. And then to top it all off, when I was getting ready to leave, the guy was like, oh, well, we're an hour behind now, so, you know, we got to get stuff moving. And it's like, hey, I'm sorry I took up your time, sir. If y'all left me alone, probably would have gone a lot faster. So, needless to say, I was really happy to have left that place and just went to the park, did my laundry, got something to eat, had a nice truck stop right by where I'm picking up. Really happy. Happy that day is over. Because I was just about to, I was like, thank God I didn't hit anything, or, you know, whatever. Alright, another question I had was, I see these guys in the fuel aisle and they leave their truck running, and even though I top mine off all the time, like all the way, it seems like I just get a little ways down the road and I've got just a quarter of a tank left. What the? I mean, not a quarter of a tank left, but it seems like that first quarter goes so fast, and it seems like the last quarter goes really fast too. And I don't know if that's just me being crazy, or if that's an actuality. Are you supposed to leave your truck running when you're fueling it? Isn't that dangerous? Or does it help? I don't know. Maybe you can answer that for me. Well, the last video I made was 14 minutes long, and I can't access it now, so. I asked about the APU, I asked about the fuel island, I mentioned about my delivery yesterday. I guess that's all I got. I can't think of anything else. I must have just rambled on. Okay, that's it for today. Maybe I'll have something later tonight if anything exciting goes on. Alright, thank you.